Right then, Sam and Lee, our husband and wife fancy manager team, it's time to talk about Hazard and Salah. Now, over 100,000 managers this week have decided to swap out Mo for Eden. But is it too early to be switching the Egyptians, Sam?
I think so. Whilst Hazard is undeniably on great form at the moment, Salah, surely at some point he's going to score big. And against Southampton this week, I just think it's coming.
Well, you mentioned those fixtures. Southampton this weekend looks a really good fixture for any of the Liverpool assets you have in your team, particularly for Salah. But after that, they've got a tough run of fixtures with more Champions League games coming up, a League Cup game against Chelsea, and they also have Chelsea and Manchester City in the league after this as well. So should we actually be holding on to Hazard just for this Southampton game and then getting rid, Lee?
Well, we should be holding on to Salah for this game for sure. I mean, the fixtures afterwards get a bit more difficult. I'm on a wild card right now, and I think there is a case for dropping Salah. No doubt about it. I honestly do. I think he's performing at the level of about a 10 or an 11. He's not a 13 right now. It's a very risky and bold move, but I genuinely think Mane can cover him.
He's got an amazing record against Southampton, though, hasn't he?
He does,
three
indeed.
Goals and
3 goals and 2 assists in the 2 games against them last season.
Do you know, it's interesting the point you make about the money, because he is, over 2 million more expensive than Hazard. And when you break down the numbers in terms of their on-field performance, Eden is not that far behind the Egyptian. Have a look there, the 2 ones in light green. On target, Hazard only just behind him there. Shots on target and chances created, again, very similar. But up at the top, that price difference, absolutely huge.
Yeah, there's actually not much to pick from the numbers left to right for sure, but that number at the top makes all the difference. If you've got big plans for that extra 2.1 million, I honestly think it's worth it right now. There's definitely a case for getting rid of Salah. Hate to say it.
Well, it really is a tough one. A lot of managers are also doing the Salah to Mane switch by being able to actually keep one of those Liverpool forwards in their team for a lot less money. In terms of the stats, though, so far what we've seen this season, Mane clearly has more points, Sam, than Salah does. But is he overachieving at the moment?
I think so. If you look at Mane over the course of last season, he always, or in the past has always, started seasons really well. And then we see a bit of a tailing off with him. And I wonder whether we'll see that again this season. I think the way he's playing at the moment, I totally understand why everyone thinks you can cover Salah with Mane. I'm just not convinced that that's the case.
50% more points, though, at the moment for a lot less money.
And Lee, the thing is as well, is you've talked already with your wild card that you've got Salah out. Was Mane in that team with Salah out?
So Mane's in to cover Salah, yeah. So I'm not convinced that Liverpool are spent as an attacking force. So the fact I'm getting rid of Salah, I do want some Liverpool attack for sure. And I've got Robertson, but I want a way into that attack. Mane looks like he's, well, the stats suggest different. I was going to say they're on a par. The stats suggest different, but you cannot ignore that one at the top there. 41 points. He's being clinical. He's converting a lot of his chances. Mane looks hot this season, no doubt.
Are you not worried, though, without Salah? Sorry.
Of course I am.
Surely,
I need a really big sofa to hide behind on Saturday.
I was going to say.
All right.